men's team is a young team. We only have 2 seniors. Majority of the team are sophomores, along with about 8 freshmen that came in. So I learned that they listen well and they learn things very quickly, which gives me a lot of hope when you have that young of a squad. And the men have a little tricky things. They move from 5K to 8K distance in college cross country. So you need to be listening and paying attention to not only myself, but the upperclassmen. And the leaders on the team, Mitch and Rivers, really stepped up and have taught them a lot in the first 2 weeks of our practice. So I'm excited. I came in with not knowing what direction we were going to move in, and now I'm pretty confident that we'll be ready for the season. We were fortunate. We had a solid transfer come in. His name's Nico. He's coming in from Ocean County College. He had success as a high school athlete, and then he had success as an athlete at OCC. And he's, a little bit more mature, has raced the 8K distance, so that helps us out a lot. And that it took him the first week to learn things, but he's really coming around and is able to teach the freshmen, and he's finding his own voice. As far as the freshmen, we're fortunate. We have a good group. They're solid students. They listen well, and they're really performing above what I expected them to perform at this level. A couple of kids that have really highlighted. We have a young man, Nick. He's from Metuchen, has really stepped up in our time trial, and then Sean Lynch and David Bakari. So we have about 6 freshmen total, and they're all just working off one another, and I'm excited to see what they put together. Going back to leadership, Jim Rivers and Mitch Berlin have the experience. They've been to regional championship. They've had success at the conference meet. Jim was all-conference runner last year, so he needs to keep performing the way he's been performing. And then we have Favad and a couple of our sophomores. Favad, Mitch, and Jim are the only 3 that have been to a regional meet. So we need that expertise. Although he's just a sophomore, he needs to pass on that information. And then we have a few other sophomores that excelled more in track. Phil Palmer, Mike Scala, Ann Pyro, and Tyler Pinto, who finished second at conference meet in the 800. So that sophomore class, this is a critical time for them to step up. And sometimes sophomores have they challenge you a little bit, but they need to step up and be mature and help lead this freshman group so we can be successful. We've talked a lot about what our team goals need to be and individual goals. My philosophy is always for people to pursue things individually, but our team goal and our team focus for the cross-country season really needs to be on the regional championship meet. We've had success at the conference meet, and we know where we stand in the conference, but where we've kind of fallen short is in how we perform regionally as a team. We've had individuals that really stood out, but as a team we need to be focused on that. And I think if we keep our minds and our emotions set on what we're going to do November 16th at Regions, we'll have success at conference, and we won't have that emotional letdown that comes from getting hyped up for the conference meet and you still have 2 weeks to go before that regional championship. So as a team, that's our focus, and our goal is to be a top 15 team, and we really would like to see how close we could get to breaking in the top 10 in the region. That would be a big mark that we would set for this group.